So welcome back everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is part 3 of the bank reconciliation statement which I've been doing. So we had just on part 2. Please do check part 2. If ever maybe you missed out on part 2, please do check part 2 of the video. Please check part 1 and part 2 actually of the video to see what happened in this video until this point. So my name is Tlotlo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So let's continue where we left off. So where we left off, we had all our amounts. So what was left is for us to finish off the question paper, which is these remaining amounts, these smaller remaining amounts, and then also what we need to touch on is the closing off of everything to see if our bank reconciliation statement balances. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get straight into the question paper and finish everything off before we waste any more time. So we will start with the amount on the credit side. The only amount that's left is this, the 30. So this 30. The 30 is what? Is for interest on credit balance. It's interest on what? On credit balance. So it's interest paid to us. So the bank gave us an interest, so we received an interest. So when we receive money, so money coming in, it's on the credit side of the bank statement. So credit side of the bank statement is what? Is a positive, money coming in. So hence why we're going to record that amount on our CRJ. So details they told us it's what? It's Allied Bank, if I'm not mistaken. Allied Bank. Yes, we can see the name of the bank here, Allied Bank. So we're going to write Allied Bank. The amount is 30 rands, and then sundry accounts as 30, and then is what? Interest income, or interest income, or interest received. Either way you can say income or received. So we are done with that amount. Now we're looking at the next amount. So the next amount is what? Is the checkbook of 100, and then tax levy of 40. So let me just write down, okay, 40, and then interest on debit balance. So we all know that these are our outstanding, our bank charges. So the checkbook, and then the tax levy, it's our bank charges, and then the interest on debit balance, this is not a bank charge, and then interest there again, not a bank charge, and then we have our service fee. So this amount also is our bank charge. So let me write them down quickly. So it's the 110, so it's 110 plus the 40 plus this 40 here for tax levy, and then plus the 420. So these are all our bank charges. So when we add them, we get 570. So our total bank charges are what? 570. So we're going to write them. Bank charges, we're paying our bank charges. It's on the debit side of the bank statement. So it's going where? Straight into our cash payments. So what is this, Konje? So this is bank charges. Bank charges by what? Allied Bank. Name of payee. Who are we paying? We're paying Allied Bank. We're paying Allied Bank what? 570. And it's what? 570. The amount on sundry, 570, and it's what? Bank details is bank. The accounts that's going to be affected is what? Bank charges. And then we move on. What's still left on our? Okay, So we have two amounts remaining. So we have this 220, which is what? Interest on debit balance. And we also have this interest on debit balance also, which is the 860. So let's just add the two amounts. Conjugate guy 860 plus the 220, which is equal to 1080. So when we add the two amount, we get a total of what? Of 1080. So this is what? This is interest on, not interest. Yes, interest on debit balance. So the interest we're paying for a negative amount that we have in the bank. So this is interest paid. So interest paid, when we're paying interest, it's going to be here. So we're paying interest to who? Allied Bank. The amount is 1080. 1080. This is what konje? Interest paid. Interest. Oh, what's it in, Goes. Oh. Paid. So interest paid, we paid interest to who? We paid interest to Ali Bank. Yes. Interest paid. Or interest on overdraft. So this is the amount we paid on there. This is the interest paid on that negative amount, the bank overdraft. We said if we have a negative amount in our bank account, it's what? It's a bank overdraft. So we dealt with everything. There's nothing that we haven't dealt with. There is absolutely nothing we haven't dealt with. So I think now we are ready to close off our account. So we are done with the question paper. Now we're focusing straight. Okay, we're not done. Oh, we're done actually. So now we need to close off everything. So when you close off, we need to get the totals of our CRJ and our CPJ. So we need to get the total of all this. So let's just do that quickly. Scholars to sum. So we say this plus this plus this plus this. Close bracket. And then enter. It's a long more. Sum of everything. So this is the total. When we add everything here, we get this amount. And then we need to get the total also for the cash payment, which is equal to sum brackets, and then we add everything here. So you can use your calculator if ever you feel that maybe these amounts are wrong. If you feel like these amounts are wrong, which I'm writing here, please calculate with your calculator to check if everything is correct. But then trust me, it is correct. It is correct. So now what we need to do? So we're done with our CRJ, our CPJ also we are done. So we need to deal with our bank account. So we know on the date, so it's 30 April. So on the positive side, we have our total. We said it's what? We said it's CRJ. So it's going to be our total receipts. And then on the credit side is going to be what? It's on the 30 also. April. It's going to be total payment. The amount is what? Our total payment. This is the amount for total payments. It's 225 actually. 840. And then our total receipts 76,960. 76 960, like this, like this. Now we are done recording our total receipts and our total payments. So the next step is to check which side is the bigger side. So as we can see already, so 30 plus 25 is equal to 65. So 30 plus 25 is equal to 65. So this side is the bigger side. Already you can see that this side is the bigger side. So what are we going to do? We're going to write this amount both sides. So it's what? 67960. Also write it the side 6776960, like this. Now we need to say this minus all this to get what? To get our balance carried and balance carried balance carried down. So how much is our balance carried down? So we're saying this minus all this. So it's equal to this minus hopefully I get the correct answer. The answer is 20440. So if ever you're not sure with this answer, please double check with what? With your calculator. Say this minus the two amounts to get your balance carried down. So this amount is going to be 1 May. We're going to have how much conjugating a balance carried balance brought down balance brought down which is 20440. So please be sure to write this balance brought down, because this is also a mark. If you forget to write this balance brought down, you're going to miss out on this mark that you're supposed to get for your balance brought down. So balance brought down, it's this balance carried down, just bring it down for the next month. So for the next month, we are done with our bank account. We are done with our bank account. So now what we need to close off, we're not done with our bank reconciliation. So bank reconciliation, we're still short with our balance as per bank statement. Let's go check. So where do we find our balance as per bank statement? We find it here. So this amount is balance as per bank statement. So what's happening to this amount? This amount is a positive amount. So positive. So since it's a positive amount, is what? It's an income. Or how do I put this? It's favorable actually. Yes, it's a favorable amount. So this amount is a favorable amount. So if it's favorable, we write it on the positive. It's a positive amount. We write it on the positive side of bank reconciliation statement. So on the positive side, it's supposed to be on the positive side because it's what? It's positive. It's favorable. So if it was unfavorable, which is a negative, you would have had brackets. It would have had brackets or a negative sign just in front of it. So in this case, it's a positive amount. So we write it on the credit side, on the positive side of things. So it's what? 5,350. So it's 5,350, just like this. Now we're done with all the amounts. What needs to happen? Okay, so these two lines are irrelevant. Let me just remove them. Okay, so we need to get what? Balance as per bank account. the balances per bank account. We need to get that. So how do we get that? We're going to check which side is the bigger side. We're going to check which side is the bigger side. Of course, already we can see that this side we're having our 1,200, 5,000. This side we have 18,000 already. 5,000. So you can tell already that this side is the bigger side. So let's just add everything this side. So we're going to say equals to sum, and then we add everything on the side. Then we get this amount. So this amount we write it also 32,040, and we're going to say this minus everything here. So let me just get the total. So I'm adding everything here. I'm just adding it just on the side just to check how much. So we get 116. So we're saying, so to get this balance as per bank account, we're going to say is equals to this amount minus everything here. So minus this amount to get the 2440. So we got what? 2440. So we got this amount again. So this amount needs to be the same as the amount we got where on the bank account. How do we know? To know if it balances or not, this amount needs to be the same as this amount. As we can see already, it's the same. So meaning everything balance. So it's the same. It's the same. It's the same. So balance brought down, and so it's 2440. That's how you know that you did everything correctly. That's how you know everything balance or not. So that's all for today. So if you enjoyed this video, please do like, and then if you found this video also helpful, please do like and subscribe, because we're going to post many more videos talking about your accounting. There's plenty of topics that we'll be covering on our YouTube channel. So please do help us make an impact to the lives of students. So please do like our video so that it can be out there and everyone can be able to come in and come and watch it and also learn. So from me to you guys, this is where I'm going to end. Have a lovely day or night. So thank you very much for tuning in. Stay safe.